All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. The recap of the Iowa and Iowa State game, the battle of the unbeatens, where the Iowa Hawkeyes fall 74-69. Adi Crooks had a dominant game, 30 points, but the Iowa Hawkeye girls made a comeback, but it was not enough. And there's a lot to take away from this game because foul trouble did play the Iowa girls a lot, with Ava Hayden fouling out, Hannah Stokely fouling out. Not enough for some of the other pieces. We still was out without Emily Rodriguez, who could have been very, very important in this game. She could have neutralized a lot from Addie Brown. Could have neutralized a lot from her, because Emily, with her downhill aggressiveness into the paint, and probably would have forced Audie Cooks to foul her, pick up some fouls. It seemed like throughout the game that the Iowa girls kind of stopped figuring out late in the second half. Now, there was a buzzer beater at halftime, before halftime, but when Chit kicked it out to Kylie. Same thing by the end of the third quarter, with Chit kicking it out to McCabe. But I do say there was some phantom fouls in this game, a lot of phantom fouls. And I think they wanted to take Ava Hayden out the game because she has been so dominant for the Iowa young ladies. Now, she didn't have a really good game, but I think she did the best on Audie Cooks than Hannah Stokely did. Now, I know Hannah is a senior, but I expect better play from her. In this game right here, Hannah only had 10 points. She only came alive late in the third quarter. She had 15 rebounds, which I didn't expect that to happen. Ava Hayden had 8 points. She only had 2 rebounds. She usually be a killer on the board. They neutralized her. They got in foul trouble. Chit Wright. There's nothing I could say about this young lady. She's there doing those Iowa State girls down, and she took her to them. 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 for 9 for 3, 7 for 14 for the field, 21 points. She led the team. She only had 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Her and Taylor McCabe kept this team on float. Now, Kylie Fallback did came in late in the game, hit a couple of threes, her and Chit to bring it down. They was down almost 20 points at one point in this game, but they could not neutralize Audie Brown. They couldn't do anything but Audie Brown and Audie Cooks. Even Jada Williams got into the mix. She had 12 assists in the game. She had her handful with Chit though. So that's why her scoring didn't really wasn't up there like it's supposed to. And so much as for, you think about it, Audie Crooks had 30 points, 10 rebounds. Addie Brown had 20 points and 12 rebounds. But the thing about it is that we was throwing bodies at them. And I think, to me personally, I really feel like they should have ran a 4-guard set. Once you started seeing Ava Hayden or Hannah Stokely getting in foul trouble, you should have went to something a little bit more quicker and faster to press them a little bit, to get easy open shots, 3-point shots, get into the paint, mid-range. Then didn't do well. Layla Hayes played 10 minutes. She didn't even do well. She only had 3. She had 3 fouls. Journey Houston, to me, should have had a little bit more playing time. She had 16 minutes. She had 4 points. What she was able to do, she had 5 rebounds in the game. I think you could have used her a little bit more. Addie Deal, she didn't do anything. She ain't had no points. She was 0 for 4 from the field, 6 points. Taylor Stromhold, who was playing marvelous, magnificent when she was starting, when Chit Chat was out. But now, as soon as Chit Chat came back, she only had 2 points, 1 for 3 for the field, 0 for 3 from three-point land, only 9 minutes. She's had 2 assists, 1 rebound. You're not going to get it done like that. Me personally, I would have had Taylor, Kylie, Taylor McKay, Chit Chat, and probably either Journey Houston or Hannah Stokely to run the to neutralize. Because if you think about it, if you had a 4-guard lineup in there, you had Audie Crooks had to come out. She would have to come out and play them, or they would have to take her out the game and substitute, because you had to figure out something, some lineup. Now you think about it. Iowa won the first quarter. They lost the second quarter by 4. They got doubled by 13 in the third quarter. That's where they lost the game at, in the third quarter, because they was down by 7. I think 17 at that point. Now they battled back in the fourth quarter. That almost won the game. They should have set a better screen for Taylor McCabe so she could get a 3, but she got blocked on it. And then they went for the last second shot. This is a game that the Iowa girls going to learn from. I don't know who else that they could have, because Jada Jeffrey, she was out through injury. Like I said, Emily Rodriguez still out. We don't know. She's still day-to-day. We don't know. I think, to me, I do believe Emily Rodriguez could have been very helpful in this game. But I still, even though there were some bad calls in this game, a lot of calls went against Iowa. And it's just one of those things that you have to regroup and come back and play better. Now, I want to see what the total team stat was. Total team stat in this game. Iowa shot 24 for 63 from the field. Iowa State 30 for 54. Field goal percentage, Iowa 53. Iowa State 53. 43-53. And the thing about it is, Iowa State didn't even shot that much threes, but when they hit the threes, it made a difference in the game a little bit more. They were 5 for 15. Iowa was 9 for 24. And 3-point percentage was bad between both teams at that time. Free throws. Iowa State was 9 for 20 from the free throw line. You would think they've been to the free throw line so many times that they would have hit half of their shots. It wasn't. Iowa only missed 6. It was 50% to 45%. Rebound, Iowa State out-rebounded Iowa. That's another key factor, because Iowa has been out-rebounding teams. They've been pretty much the best rebounding team in the nation, and they lost that by 5. Assists, they got assists by Iowa State, 22-16, something that they was good in doing as a team, assisting. Steals, they got 5 steals to 2. Blocks, they got 3. They lost 3-1. Turnovers, they only had 9 turnovers in the game. That was way from the 21 that they've been having in these little games that they was giving up to these little sorry teams. Even Iowa State only had 12. Points over turnovers, 8-7, favor Iowa. Fast break points, 9, favor Iowa. They should have ran more. Points in the paint, they lost that by 10, because Audie Crooks she lived in the paint. All her points came from in the paint. 40-30. Fouls, we have more fouls than they did. Biggest lead, 17-4. You can't win a game like that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it. It's not going to get you nowhere. And the same thing I always tell y'all, free throws win games. These ladies got to, Chit Chat can't be the leading three-point shooter on the team, the leading scorer on the team, and the leading leading free throw percentage person on the team either. These ladies got to take pride in, if you want to go deep into the tournament, like I had said before, free throws, you got to hit free throws. Let's watch a little clip of Chit Chat, because she was the team's high scorer. And again, guys, if it wasn't for Chit Chat Wright tonight, guess what? I would have been got blown out.
Celebration Bowl at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Rebound, Chit Chat comes up with it. Pull up from three and hit. The teams can score. Here's Chit Chat. Pull up jumper. She got it again. At 10.
Chit Chat is fearless.
Chit Chat working behind Stolke, left alone. Going to take it this time, and that's why.
Really used the fingertips on her left hand to corral that basketball.
Chit Chat's floater is good for Sydney Harris. Came from a pair of twins that she played with. As Chit Chat answers on. Brown misses the second. Opportunity here for Iowa. They took advantage at the end of the first. Can they hear? McCabe connects. McCabe missed it right. Stolke the offensive rebound.
Chat from CC range. Bam.
Is good. A much needed delay aided her as a basketball player here at Iowa State. Chit Chat for three. She got
it. I'm telling you, man, if Chit Chat Wright did not play this game, I would have got blown out. Simple as that. I would have got blown out. Taylor Strumlow, she has to be able to come off the bench and get the same effort that she was when she was a starter. Can't be just like, oh, well, I'm going to show up as a starter. You got to contribute. We know that Chit Chat is the engine on this team, and you can't just sit back and think that since I was a starter, I can't give the same effort, because this is a game that you could have pretty much came back and win, but there was a lot of missed mistakes. A lot of in the second half, a lot of easy buckets in the middle. Y'all was short shooting them. Layla Hayes had an easy one. She shot short. Same thing with Addie Deal, short shooting. You got to create space. Something I was yelling at Kylie Farbar in the first half, move out the basketball. She started doing that in the second half, was getting easy buckets. Same thing with Taylor. She should have did the same thing. Same thing with Addie. Should have did the same thing. There was a lot of open opportunities where they had easy backdoor catches for easy points, and they didn't capitalize on it. And I get it. This team is young, but at the same time, this is going to be a learning technique. If they go back and watch this game and see the opportunities that was missed, they will be kicking themselves, say, you know what? We could have had this team. But like I said, it's a learning lesson for this young group, because guess what? Next weekend, they're going to have a bigger test when they play UConn. UConn is another veteran team. You got Sarah Strong and you got AZ Fudd. It ain't going to be easy. And if they continue to play like this, hopefully you get Emily back. Someone that could probably match up against AZ Fudd. You're going to need that kind of matchup. You cannot play this. And Hannah Stokely got to play better. She got to use her quickness. She started using her quickness in the fourth quarter. And when you realize, like, I could take her, use your quickness. So anyway, let me know what you think about the Iowa girls. They lost their first game of the season, but hey, it's a lesson to be learned. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Live Wire Sports Media. If it ain't live, it's the wire.